What did I say to piss you off this time, baby?
Who is the Negro in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, I say. Who is the Negro in your neighborhood when you're running from his ass each day?
Black people don't hope, we wish.
Something that crazy could only come from you.
Right now you live in beliefs. You want to believe things. Belief is ignorance. Right knowledge is to know. You understand that? Belief is ignorance because belief is the acceptance of things that you do not know. And every one of your prayers end with Amen. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, let me hear you say amen. Amen, which is the ancient Egyptian god Amun, and the Ra was the sun in us as the original people of the sun. And we roam the earth millions of years, 17,250,000 years to be exact, before Adam was created 49,000 years ago. Now, we don't know good people from bad. We don't know good food from bad. We don't know good music from bad. We don't know anything, and we were the ones who knew everything. And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. All you know is what they told you, and you have belief in what they told you. When we were in our right state of Elohim, we didn't have beliefs. We knew, because we were the gods that everybody worshipped. They made us hate the rising of the sun by telling us, make sure you don't make fudge while the sun is rising. That's because we were sun people. People trying to get away from the sun made us start hating the sun. How'd they make you hate your hair? No, by telling you to pick cotton. The moment we stop combing our hair and cutting our hair and putting our feet on the grass again, things are going to start opening. We lost our eye and our life is dim.
Whoa, yeah, baby, that's right. We're back in it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's time to kick it from New York to Jamaica to Cali to Japan. Domo live from Ground Zero. It's the fastest 30 minutes on air. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Your radio show is BUSTDAT ASS Radio 83.17 FM. And the X stands for you never saw me coming when you never saw I was at, dumbass. Your black Lynn Bruce on the loose, who's better than that balding mini-me two-pumper chump of a boyfriend. And yes, I'll run rings around that flat ass like Saturn, so test me, bitch. And if I say anything to offend you, then you know I'm doing my motherfucking job, because you have the option of turning me off when I keep turning you on again and again and again and again. Like a bad monster movie in the middle of a rape scene. Cash your ass, let's ride, bitches. You know how I fucking start this shit off with LA racist entitlement. And you know where I'm going with this shit, alright? Question of the day goes like this. Does the now world order only service the protectionists who illegally deny one of their Fourth Amendment rights because the method of profiling is a given when one is marked as a suspect through racial profiling? Or does Big Brother have more eyes than the beast, who, when those eyes see what they lie about for a Trump conviction? You be the judge. Okay, they say they're there to protect and serve, but who protects us from them? And is a short question in the information age before shit goes viral and exposes the truth of how corrupt motherfuckers be, especially when it comes to denying a fair trial, faking evidence, and incarcerating innocent people just for the sheer hell of it. But just because they happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, mostly. Check it. Let's see. Two current and one former Los Angeles police officers are now on trial for perjury. They are accused of lying in a 2008 drug investigation, and multiple surveillance videos shown at court proved otherwise, and one freedom for accused gang member Guillermo Alarcon. Khan's in the last name, so go figure. And instead led the felony charges against 3 LAPD officers. Under oath, they swore on the police report during Alarcon's first trial that they were telling the truth. Then came this stunning disclosure from Alarcon's public defender. Wow, they actually fucking work. That there had been 4 cameras on the property and one actually had recorded audio. The tape appeared to reveal multiple inconsistencies with the officer's account and raise questions about who really dropped the drugs. Okay, people. Hooliganism 101, Chapter 1. This is known as a pinch. because cops will set that ass up for a convention on their stats. Okay? In one of the recordings, you can hear the pigs blatantly say, quote unquote, hey, be creative in your writing. To top that off, you have other officers actually responding, hey, don't worry, we've done this before. Okay, you know where I'm going with this, right? What the fuck? Okay, if reading Donald Goines' literature has done anything to simplify the fact that corruption is the only fucking vice law enforcement is capable of in order to herald a pristine image, then motherfuckers is dreaming a white Christmas in the middle of the Saharan desert in July. Okay? As former officer Ivan Samuel faces 5 charges, Richard Amio faces 3, and Manuel Ortiz faces 2. Now see, you guys, come on, man. They put 3 Hispanic cops in the fucking same area where you rock when you're basically taking a Hispanic, gang member down. Come on, how racist is that shit? All right. All have perjured themselves to keep the penal state on point when the quota for arrest is in demand and must show statistical proof for more federal funding, more lateral moves to disenfranchise the general public of its basic and constitutional right of freedom, and to continue the asshole move of making profiling a non-racist issue to conviction, trumped up or otherwise. The evil in running a Koch brother manifesto to control people by stripping them of rights with oppressive behavior has been found out because of how they strong-arm the political practice to affect the shrine of locality. Throwing a quote-unquote pinch to get a conviction is the sloppiest shit and has been in place since copper badges were issued in New York to flat-footed constables back in the early 1900s. When conviction rates are up by false methods of entrapment, many who are innocent have very little help or hope in the justice system that deems a trip to the prison a viable endgame. Again, is your neighbor a cop that you see and know in your hood? No. The overseer lives off the plantation and sends out its posse to keep the slaves from running to the border. No, y'all niggas in Spicangolos don't run through the desert because there are no buildings around and no people to throw stolen money at before you go to jail. Anything for 15 minutes of fame, I guess. But when that 15 minutes of fame can reveal how corrupt the system really is, then I suggest you study where every camera is located and where it's marked so you can actually see you. I mean, the situation is this: once you have that strategy of your own personal surveillance, people, it becomes that much more fucking evident that you can learn a new trick from the old dog that will never be caught. In this day and age of tracking, no one can leave footprints in the snow and say that they weren't there, even if it snows heavy the next fucking day. Can't be above humanity when your horses and bayonets are outdated to the task of enslavement, now can you? Think about it. I'll be black after this. That's right, Mosquito's Facebook report. The stuff I find on my Facebook. Crazy, shocking, but true. This sent in from Assbuster, Coalition for Cannabis Policy Reform. It's a series of actors, yes, actors, from Morgan Freeman to Brad Pitt. Across the board, it says in plain English, the drug war is an incredible failure. It's criminal itself. One more time for the pot deficient here. All right, and we say this in song. God is perfect, man is not. Man may whiskey, but God may pot. There you go. This one sent in by Assbuster, the mighty Chris Lyons. A funny ass pic post of a porta potty exploding. It goes up into the air. The captions say, "This is the last time I eat at Taco Bell." Okay, now that says a lot about genetically altered food, now don't it? Okay, and finally from my crazy ass niece Tanner Mason, a pic post of twins. Twins, yes, political twins. It's Ann Romney and her mutable twin, the bride of Chucky. Whole cakes and plankton. Blondes do have more fun when they're brainless heifer zombies of psychobabble. Babylon, bitch. Babylon.
There's a prehistoric monster who came from outer space, created by the Martians to destroy the human race. The FBI is helpless, it's 20 stories tall. What can we do, who can we call? Call for war, the ape man. Call for war, the ape man. Faster than a rocket, faster than a jet. He's a mighty robot, he's the one to get. Call for war, the ape man. Quick, call for war, the mightiest robot of them all.
Yes, and we're back with the Blacka Booker. You know, I like to take this around the block one time and so forth and go back up north and tell you how it is. But how low can you go is an understatement when it comes to law enforcement and the skull fucking they've fetished themselves into. How in the hell can coercion, okay, and this is practiced by police, work on both sides of the sword of justice? Easy. Say INS. Check it. Shamir Rahman, a 19-year-old American of Bengali descent who has now denounced his work as an informant, said police told him to embrace a strategy called, quote-unquote, create and capture. Nothing more than entrapment altogether. He said it involved creating a conversation about jihad or terrorism, then capturing the response and sending it to the NYPD. For his work, he earned as much as $1,000 a month and goodwill from the police after a string of minor marijuana arrests. Okay? Quote unquote, they said, we need you to pretend to be one of them. Rahman recalled the police telling him it's street theater. After he disclosed to friends details about his work for the police, and after he told the police that he had been contacted by the AP Associated Press, he stopped receiving text messages from his NYPD handler, Steve, and his handler's NYPD phone number was disconnected. Rahman's account shows how the NYPD unleashed informants on Muslim neighborhoods, often without specific targets or criminal leads. Much of what Rahman said represents a tactic the NYPD has denied using. What the fuck? Okay? When the CIA has nothing better to do than rape prostitutes in foreign countries, they sucker the world's finest assholes to find a patsy to do it for them. As Rahman now knows that being a set-up snitch for your own interest doesn't exactly ring true for the motherfuckers you spy on, now does it? Like most cultures unfamiliar with Whitey's Law, out of fear, they'll send their own family to the firing squad. All for what? Money. The root of this evil is selling out, not money. Motherfuckers do it all day when they use people, your own specifically, to make money. Since the Jewish Defense League reeks all over this because of the 9/11 conspiracy to defame Muslims worldwide, it's just another mark on the war of religious ideology and who should dominate and who should be shitted upon as a link to voodoo. Okay? If I were you, I'd ask King James flat out, when you die, why was he fucking his mom to interpret what you never read originally from the Anunnakian text?
This is called racial profile. It was the color of his skin that scared them. It wasn't that he was 5 feet 6 inches tall. It was the color of his skin that scared them. It wasn't that he weighed 150 pounds. It was the color of his skin that scared them. It wasn't the wallet. It was the color of his skin that scared them. The wallet was never a gun. It was the color of his skin that scared them. He looked like somebody capitalism taught them to kill. Somebody oppressed. Somebody exploited. Somebody from Africa or immigrant. Somebody whose ancestors were slaves, like 3/5 of a person. Like somebody it would take 41 bullets to kill. He looked suspicious. Like something inhuman. Something it would take 41 bullets to kill. He looked like somebody capitalism taught them to kill. It wasn't the wallet. It was the color of his skin that determined his worth. 4 racist cowards killed one Amadou Diallo 19 times. They should be in jail, serving 41 plus 19 life sentences in consecutive order. I got it right, now tell me I got it. I got it right, now tell me I got it right. I got it right, now tell me I got it right. I got it right, now tell me I got it right. I got it right, now tell me.
Yeah. I laugh at that my damn self. Dirty condoms. As far as black shock jocks go, I'm the only motherfucker in the LA market. Thanks to the variances of human nature to befoul society with errant behavior. Stupid shit that bitches do. I put you on blast. Okay, like for example, in the crazy writing building next door, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, whole fight. Choppers and sirens, you know the real. Okay, now on the other side of the block, the Olympic Hotel went through went through some snitch raids. Twice in one fucking night. You gotta fucking admire this shit, because this is like, you know, crazy shit. But how do you fucking forget somebody if you're coming back to the same place twice? Okay, makes you think they forgot somebody. Oh, and before I forget, do you love the poverty job index? Okay, because if 9 times out of 10 that you're doing shit, you know, you're really setting yourself up for, you know, a fuck up. And that's the case, man. You gotta fucking say, you know, fuck Walmart, keep Chinatown pure, and kill pro-business that commits genocide and economic slavery.
Because I've been a union member for 29 years, I made 1980, and I have affordable health care. I'm here to support the ICO before you today because I believe bad employers like Walmart could eventually destroy good jobs like mine. We've already seen it happening with Albertsons, which has had to close stores because they can't compete with the behemoth Walmart. Walmart has promised community leaders that they will pay $13 an hour at the Chinatown and Lamert stores, but their actual pay is well below that. They clearly have the resources to offer good jobs with affordable benefits, but like the man says, they choose not to. That's why I oppose another Walmart coming to LA, and I'll continue to stand with everyone who is here today to fight poverty jobs. Please vote yes on the ICO. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yep. Okay. All right. I'll make sure we put no pork on the pizza. Okay, we're near the butt end of our show. And I got to tell you, it's Tuesday, so that means it's all thumbs. So, when you come up to that particular knucklehead that is either a bully, or a user, a cheater, or just a generic knucklehead, you're going to have to take both your thumbs and pull apart that special place and so forth, and look at the fucking brown eye and call it for what it is. That fake third eye. And on 1, on 2, you know how I do this with a mighty whoosh on 3. Asshole of the day. Oh my God. Okay, here's your 15 seconds of fame. Oh shit, you know something? That's the wrong section. Let's go to cultural nepotism. Okay, here's your 15 seconds of sunlight, because it's obvious you don't know anything about civilizing your current problems when greed is the only thing you seek in understanding capitalism from a jackass who's out to fuck you. Check it. With 60,000 dead, Mexicans wonder why the cartel drug war doesn't rate in presidential debates. Duh! We gave them access in the 20s to sell weed in the first place. So when the rooster comes home to roost, how in the fuck do you expect this shit to go away? Okay, that shit seems idyllic at best, to just say no, just say no, just say no. In that campaign, we have chemical infiltration by the CIA to make and distribute meth and biological agents by the tons to every hood of unopportunity. 60,000 is a dummy dump because greed and power are the only things that inspire the Latin community. Don't think so? Look at the current state of corrupted practices that are so culturally ingrained to a point of foreskin. Cartel money is the only doing what we here can do. Kill off the opposition and enslave the people. Look at the novellas, a prime example of art imitating life, when historically the U.S. has a history of celebrating the culprit, okay, the corrupt, more so than the low on the scrotum pole community activists. As a matter of fact, you bitches kill your own father quicker over land that you don't even own and will be here long after you're dead. Romney mentioned Latin America in the context of how to boost employment at home, and that sent a flutter of tweets as to acknowledge that your culture is supporter of Romnivision. Here's a little clarity on that, Menso, so follow the fucking bean on this one. Beachbody LLC already did so 3 years ago by setting up a call center in Mexico to help bring opportunity and expansion to its burgeoning line of fitness paraphernalia. As the Mexico office grew, the call center employees are still making $5 an hour. The call center here has fired over 80 people making $13 an hour. Fads come and go, and when you're looking to build internationally, is there consideration for the livelihood of a living wage? No. Profit over people still runs the fucking monopoly board, and until Mexico can admit to its black culture, the separation will continue, and the whole of Latin American society will only become a consideration when there's unity of color. Okay? From the inside, stop looking to whitey to save you. Oh, that's right. Jesus was born in Iowa, and the image in your living room makes you a conquered people. Gotta love false supplications with no merit to change.
The Koch brothers have been incredibly secretive.
This is a phenomenal success in my judgment.
What you have is this organization that has chapters in 34 states. They hold rallies. They bust people into these rallies. And they hold politicians' feet to the fire on legislation they want to have passed. Not only do they force politicians to do what they want, but they also have a very strong libertarian agenda, which is against the Department of Education, against public education in general, and affects elections and policies at all levels of government, at congressional elections, our senatorial elections, all the way down to local school boards, as we've seen in North Carolina.
Okay, all right. Drunk driving. I gotta put the blunt down. Anyway, now we're at asshole of the day. Shit. All right, so I fucked up. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, if anyone has lied on their resume to get a job, they themselves are in denial. We've all fudged facts and timelines, pretty much in order to be viewed and hired at a job that has benefits. We grow to love these jobs that turn into stable careers, which is why I voted for the stripper to be governor of Cali Whack-Ass over Arnie. I fucked the maids behind my wife's back for a child she can't bear because she's barren. Schwarzenegger. Check it. an Oxnard school teacher whose former job as a porn actress prompted her district to remove her from the classroom. School officials say they never knew Stacey Hollis had appeared in pornographic videos until April of this year. Since then, she had been on administrative leave, and that's because she was a porn queen. When the Haydock intermediate school officials finally confirmed that Hollis had made pornographic videos under another name, the district covertly began the process of terminating her employment. Okay, this is some fucking high wide ass bullshit. All right, what the fuck? It's common sense to check the information on the damn resume before any type of hiring can be considered through the Human Resources Department, and only then can considerations to staff be made. It's how the shit's supposed to go down, right? The fuckface Tom DeLapp, this moral bigot, is tubbo large. So a name like Dunlap, it's no wonder the belly done lapped over the belt buckle. This idiot who speaks on behalf of the school system will have to re-roll every resume to spot the oversight from the school's administrative process to even make a case in court. Now that you got your mugshot for being a dumbass, it's no wonder Callywhack-ass has the biggest turnover ratio of employment any fucking way. All right, the jobs here are transitory, and whatever stability they offer for a career has been cultish. Has the cultish premise of sweat equity, personal sacrifice, and making your life an open book to criticism within your peers. That's family. Even the Italian mafia has this on the 48 levels of power as a way to influence and keep money in one's pocket out of respect. What? God damn, motherfuckers will hire known pedophiles as janitors and caretakers in the school system, but has a problem with porn? Hate to ask if the Oxnard School District is teaching sex ed with flashcards from the 50s. I mean, what if a kid catches his mom being fucked by his dad's best friend on an unlabeled amateur DVD by accident because he wanted to finish watching The Lion King 4 or some shit? Okay? Or walks by an alley and discovers a box load of old Playboy, Hustler, and Skank mags. Human curiosity is everywhere, and if a teacher who then, who basically, has the better sense and the better judgment of it, basically comes from a porn, has a life, has a one life, decided to change, pretty much for the better, and wishes to contribute to society from the heart, then who are we to judge? When there's more covert shit at home that says otherwise, hypocrite. Okay, she can contribute to meat every day and it still make it to class. As long as she's bringing home a paycheck, bitch better have my money. At least she's not some ex-CEO from Google that sat on staff for years with no educational background at all, raking in millions. Without the scarcity of life experience, without the diversity of life experience, we are stifling the chances of learning something new for the child's sake of someone well-traveled, or are we so appalled that when the devil shows up in church, we give him the money over Jezebel? The controversy behind this is how Tom DeLapp made it an issue when he's at the smut shop looking for everything but a bottle of beer. Keep the porn queen in school and get some side benefits. Three-way, double penetration, circle jerk, fantasy fetish, the works. But then again, cerebral celibacy can make a cult leader out of even the starchiest of men. Tom DeLapp, you should know, buddy, you are the asshole of the day, even when you're afraid of a super sexy uterus.
They put taxes on the 99-cent store. They put taxes on gas. I gotta work 3 jobs to support me and mine, and ain't nobody giving me shit. No fucking affection, no love, no none of that bullshit. Ain't but one fucking thing to do, and that's run, bitch, run. And win this motherfucker,
Yeah, you know how I run this shit. If you missed it, then play it again till you get it. You can say moving forward like a bitch, but you know I'm ahead of your bullshit. That's right, babies. Alright, this has been your radio station, Bust That Ass Radio 83.7 FMX. And the X stands for you didn't see me coming when you never saw where I've been, all up in your ass. Steady shellacking the room, boom, boom, bar. Steady shellacking the room, boom, boom, harder than ever. Booty bubbles and dirty condoms and all kinds of fuck up gaffes I'm making today. Music provided by Omega 7 Records, the Mothership Connection, aka Destruct, and the Underground Scene. Check us out on mush777.wix.com/bust-that-ass radio and leave a sticky because it's all about cash ass. So see you in the street, bitches. Rah!
Now master democracy blaster. It's my global cancer. Goddamn America. You bought the pitch, I switch shit. Change the light bulb on the broken bitch. Now watch this. Crackers who cheat, step back.